How many children did King David have? We're going to answer that question, and you can also discover more on gotquestions.org. David had 8 named wives, others unnamed, and an unknown number of concubines. From these unions, the Bible names 19 sons, 1 daughter, and the additional son from his affair with Bathsheba, who died in infancy. David had at least 21 children by his wives, plus an unknown number by his many concubines. Here are the named children. Amnon. David's firstborn was a man of low character and driven by lust. Obsessed with his half-sister Tamar, he lured her to his room and raped her. He was later murdered. Daniel. Nothing is known of David's second son, born to his wife Abigail. Absalom. Third in line, Absalom is one of David's most notorious sons. A son of David's wife Maacah, Absalom was hot-tempered and power-hungry, planning out the murder of his half-brother Amnon to avenge the rape of his sister. He then plotted to steal his father's throne. He drew a following in Jerusalem, and David was forced to flee the city. To help complete his coup, Absalom had sex with David's concubines in view of everyone. He died in battle when Joab, commander of David's army, killed him. Adonijah, David's fourth son, by his wife Haggith, was handsome and undisciplined. He is known for a failed attempt to become king of Israel after his father died. He was eventually executed by his half-brother Solomon, the rightful king, for continued insurrection and attempts to steal the throne. Shephatiah, David's fifth son, born to his wife Abital. Ithream, son of Eglah. Shimeah, a son of Bathsheba. David's seventh son was born in Jerusalem. Shobab, another son of Bathsheba. Nathan, David's ninth son. We can surmise he was named after the prophet Nathan, who had a long-term association with David. Solomon, also called Jedidiah, David's most famous son, was also by Bathsheba. God chose Solomon to become the next king of Israel. God offered to grant Solomon anything he asked for. Solomon asked for wisdom to rule the people well. God was so pleased that he granted the wisdom and gave him unmatched wealth and a long life. Solomon was the author of most of the Proverbs, the Song of Solomon, and the book of Ecclesiastes. David's remaining children were born in Jerusalem, but we don't know much else about them. Tamar is unknown in the birth order, but we are told of her rape at the hands of half-brother Amnon. Afterwards, she lived in isolation at her brother Absalom's house. David had a son named Jeremoth, who is mentioned in 2 Chronicles. It is not clear whether he is one of the sons using another name, or if he was one of David's sons by a concubine. It is likely that David had many more sons and daughters who were not recorded in Scripture, as he had more wives and concubines than the ones who are identified. That answers the question, how many children did King David have? On our website, gotquestions.org, you will find a deeper discussion and recommended resources. If this helped you, give us a thumbs up and click subscribe. Meanwhile, if you'd like to study more, click the bell and check out these other questions.